sir, that the recording starts. Yes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, General Malik sir, and distinguished guests. It's my privilege and pleasure to meet you online today. We are here for observing, commemorating our fifth anniversary of Praghna Research Centre. Vishnu Priya and Diya, two interns of mine, will be our hosts for this evening, and I request them to start the proceedings straight away. Diya and Vishnu Priya, the floor is yours to start with.
Yes, sir. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Diya Shankar, research intern of Praghna Centre for Research. On behalf of Sri Rajamanikam, Dr. and Mrs. Srinivasan, it is my privilege today to welcome General Andayal Malik, AVSM, our esteemed chief guest, Commodore R.S. Vasan, Director General, Chennai Center for China Studies, and Sri Santosh Chandran, Inspector General, as special invitees. We note with gratitude the presence of Sri Krishna Kumar, Indian Forest Service and Chairman, Environmental Impact Assessment Board of Government of Tamil Nadu. It is my pleasure to also welcome Captain Ravi Shankar and Dr. Meena Ravi Shankar, as well as Professor Mohit Kumar Gupta, who have kindly sponsored some of the research prizes to be announced today. I welcome the members of our distinguished jury, Professor Alan John, Professor Jayachandra Reddy, Professor Uttam KJ, Professor C.S. Anuradha, Professor Jayadev Parida, Dr. Sukhvinder Multani, and Dr. Rajamanikam Pandey. I'm delighted to welcome Commodore S.L. Deshmukh, Nausena Medal, Professor Dr. Ashok Dua, Commander J.K. Nair, Founder Director of DRAS, and Colonel Kansra, and Mr. Pratik, our publishers. A special note of welcome to the esteemed members of Editorial and Review Board of Electronic Journal of Social and Strategic Studies. Please bear with me for not mentioning each of you by name. Of special note here is the presence of Professor Bertha from Ghana and Professor Surya Yigit from Georgia. A special welcome to Group Captain R.S. Mehta, General Secretary, IIRF, Air Marshal M. Matheswaran, ABSM, VM, PhD, Founder Director of the Peninsula Foundation, Dr. Akash Ranade, Symbiosis School of Liberal Arts, Dr. Anil Kumar, RRU, Gandhinagar, Shri Yashash Arya, Founder Managing Director of Indic Research Forum, Shri L. Narayana, our Charter Accountant, and Shri Vasudevan G, our Company Secretary. It is my pleasure to welcome contributing authors whose works were received and assessed for the research prizes to be announced soon. I also take this opportunity to welcome distinguished professors, members of audience, interns, and parents who have joined us this morning. Thank you for your august presence. As you are aware, we are observing the 5th anniversary of Praghna Centre for Research. Mrs. Vishnu Priya and I will be your MC for the program. After the introductory address, we'll introduce and invite the distinguished invitees to share their perspectives. Before we commence, please mute your mics. Your comments can be shared through the chat box. I shall now call upon Group Captain Dr. R. Srinivasan, Vishesh Seva Medal, Founder Director of Praghna Centre for Research, for his introductory address. Sir.
Thank you, Diya, for introduction, and a welcome note to all our distinguished guests. I would like to keep my so-called introductory speech restricted to a few slides that I have prepared, which will give all of us the overview of what Praghna is all about. For the information of all the distinguished audience, Praghna is a registered LLP under the Companies Act 2013, a not-for-profit educational institute founded in June 2021, to be precise, registered on 7th of June 2021. It so happens that 7th of June is also the day when I got commissioned into the Indian Air Force, and today I am marking the 40th anniversary of my commissioning also. And what Praghna does is, to put it simply, conduct capacity building programs for universities, colleges, and think tanks and various other institutions to promote research in social sciences. Chitra Srinivasan and me, we are the directors of this LLP. We have partnered with Madras University, Mahe, Pondicherry University, Manav Rachna University, Amity University, Noida, Defense Research and Studies, Chennai Center for China Studies, and other institutions for conducting workshops, talks, and various other activities which are in synchronization with the objectives for which we are working. And during the course of this I'm sorry for the typo, 21-23, it is 21-25. Our activities have spanned over 25 workshops and orientation programs, some of them stretching into 3 days at a time, or maybe 4 days also. And we have also hosted, along with institutions, universities, 16 thematic webinars. And we have a running MOU with DRAS, through which we conduct our research writing program. And I'm very happy to say that till now, in the last 4 years that we've been doing this, we have had 73 of our interns work under our mentorship and publish research articles, 73 research papers and articles. And I'm again happy to say that many of these have been internationally cited and they are indexed in Google Scholar and various other agencies. We also have announced, we started with just 2 prizes. My wife will give more details about them later, but we have currently 9 research prizes to be announced on our anniversary day. We also launched in last October, in memory of my mother, Kalawati Rajamanikam, a digital library, which has all the facilities that you can look for to do your research. You can read, take notes, create citations, save them, use it for your research purposes, and the membership for this library is free. That's what my mother wanted. And then, of course, we have delivered dozens of invited talks at think tanks and universities and conferences and all. That is an ongoing activity. In the last years or so, we have also had, we also undertake a lot of publication work. The flagship publication, of course, is our electronic journal of social and strategic studies. But in addition to the journal, we have 11 books which have been published till now on various themes. You can see one is focused on research writing, a comprehensive guide for undertaking social sciences research. Other one is on China. Other one is on Indo-Asian geopolitics, which coincidentally hosts 8 of the research papers written by our interns. And 2 of those authors, 2 of those chapter authors are undergraduate students. I feel immensely proud to say this. And then, of course, along with Professor Suraya Ijit, we came out with a book on Indo-Mongolia relations, but focusing on Central Asia per se. Then yet another book with Professor Bharta and Professor Suraya Ijit on Africa, looking at Africa from a different perspective, a comprehensive perspective. Then one on borders, other one on Indian strategic thought, which is focused on Indian knowledge system. The next one is on internal security, looking at social and economic dimensions, not just security dimensions. And of course, historical exploration of the invasions in South India in the 13th and 12th century in the form of a book titled Temple Lore. Okay. And of course, we have got many other guidebooks also for research methodology. Okay. So all these books were published in the last 4 years actually. And we are very happy to have the immense support of each and every one of you, because in innumerable ways, in ways that I can only acknowledge with gratitude, because putting them in words is going to take pages, volumes to speak about each one of you. The way you have supported Praghna's activities, the way you have encouraged, the way you have donated. I'm eternally grateful to each and every one of you for supporting us in this humble endeavors, and that is all I have to say by the way of introducing Pragna to all of you. Thank you very much. Dia can take over.
Thank you very much, sir. We note with great sorrow that one of our patrons, Srimati Kalawati Rajamanikam, attained her heavenly abode recently. She was the inspiration behind Praghna. She believed in progress through the pursuit of knowledge. I now invite Dr. Shashank to share a message on behalf of Sri Rajamanikam.
Good morning, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here amongst all of you. And I'm here to convey a small message from my grandfather, Sri V. Rajamanikam. Respected General Anil Malik, Commodore Vasan, Commodore Deshmukh, Dr. Ashok Dua, Sri Santosh Nambichandran, Commander Nair, Professors Jayachandra Reddy, Alan John, Uttam, Dr. Anuradha, Dr. Jayadev Parida, Dr. Sukhvinder, Dr. R.K. Pandey, Sri Narayanan, Sri Vasudevan, Sri Pratik, and Kanav. Esteemed guests, dear interns, and students. As a teacher, I am delighted to see the enthusiasm to undertake research on bold new topics by young scholars. Seeing their efforts, it is evident that the future of this great country is in safe hands. We are aware that progress by human race is possible only through progression of knowledge. Such knowledge also needs teachers, mentors, and support from all like-minded persons. I am happy to note the enthusiasm and support that each one of you give to the humble endeavors of Praghna Centre. Please allow me to say thank you and also convey my blessings to each of you. My wife, late Srimati Kalawati, was the real motivation behind this endeavor. I especially convey our blessings to the young scholars who have participated in the research writing event. Let us recall Lord Krishna from the Gita, where he says, Nahi jnanena sadasham pavitramahi vidyate tat savyam yoga sansiddha kalenatmani vindati. Chapter 4, verse 38. In this world, there is nothing so purifying as knowledge. One who has attained perfection in yoga finds that knowledge within himself in due course of time. Again, Lord Krishna says, Tesham jnani nitya yukta eka bhakti vrishishyate priyehi jnanino thirthamaham sacha mama priyaha. Chapter 7, verse 17. Translation of these, the wise one, ever steadfast and devoted, excels. I am exceedingly dear to the wise, and he is dear to me. Grow more in your research. Let us make India great through our humble endeavors. Special blessings to Vishnu Priya and Divya Shankar for hosting this program. Best wishes to you. Namaste and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much for conveying the blessings of your grandfather to this august gathering.
Thank you, Vishnupriya. Thank you, sir. I now introduce General Anil Malik, Ati Vishwa Seva Medal, our chief guest, and invite him for his address. General Malik has an impeccable credentials as strategic leader in Indian Army, a certified independent director, TEDx speaker, and advisor, Sakha Group of companies. He is a seasoned professional with over 49 years of diverse and dedicated experience in human resource development, administration, training, education, and healthcare management. His service with Indian Army as Director General was noted for his contribution to national security, strategic planning, personal and administrative management. He has earlier served as the Commandant of Armored Corps Center and School. His distinguished service to nation was recognized by Honorable President of India in 2013 with the Ati Vishwa Seva Medal. During his career, General Malik had vast international exposure, planned and conducted joint training with US and Singapore armies. He was also responsible for defense cooperation with Russia and Eurasian countries. He distinguished himself as Chief Advisor of Zambia Defense Forces, responsible for training defense officers of South African Defense Council countries. Upon his retirement from Army, for over 5 years, he joined one of India's leading infrastructure development companies, responsible for business development and corporate affairs. General Malik is certified corporate director and is the vice president of Jawaharlal Nehru Hockey Society. As a motivational speaker, he delivers invited talks on leadership, motivation, youth empowerment, values and ethics, attitude, and goal setting at various institutions. Sir?
Dal Malik sir, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you. Can you hear me, please? There seems to be some
Yes, sir.
network problems, so I think the video is not coming back on. But could you hear me, please?
We can hear you, sir. Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. Otherwise, I can come on a Zoom call or something, and not a Zoom call,
Sir,
on a WhatsApp call.
Sir, your audio is, we are able to hear you clearly. So you may like to deliver your address.
All right. Thank you very much. And first of all, what an event. First of all, I must my compliments to Group Captain Dr. Srinivasan and Mrs. Chitra Srinivasan for the action they have undertaken. For years, you did well by the country. As an Air Force man, you spent time for the Air Force, you did great things for the nation. The thing is that you have taken on this challenge of shaping the future for the youth who are going to be tomorrow. So your contributions and your achievements are something which are a matter of great pride for us, and particularly for us who've been in uniform, to see somebody of our own doing so. It's such a great, interesting research work and bringing up the young people. I've always had a thought that research, and nowadays there is a very big term which is called innovation. This term innovation, actually, if you look at historically, came in from the armed forces. The armed forces innovate every morning. From the moment you step out of your bed, you're doing things in a new manner. And new ideas, new ways of doing things. Because you're not going to wait for things to be perfect. You start doing things, you start and making out new ideas to complete a mission. Now, all these innovative ideas come about because you've gone to depth of what a mission is, what tasks you're required to do, and what contributions you need to make. And obviously, that research work is the foundation of any success or any achievement that we have to make. Today, India is steadily marching towards Viksit Bharat 2047. Call given, and the nation has taken it on with great honor. How is that going to happen? That's going to happen because the youth, are going to it.
Sir, you may like to mute your video. The audio was coming clearly.
There is, which one? But a lot of people, although we know that all the industries in the world, all our achievements, we have the top CEOs in the world, all Indians. We also have all in this. But what happened? Because they were never given that country, so they moved out. So the brain and the technique was there. But the methodology was, and this is where contributions of Praghna are very significant, that you are now providing that opportunity to the coming generation to shine within the country and be able to looking for. And that exactly is what is going to be that Viksit Bharat, the developed country, where the resources are ours, where the brains are ours, and the achievements and the results are ours, which we are going to make use of. So I have one very significant concern that if we are going to be a developed country, we produce the best scientists, we produce the best economists, we produce the best bureaucrats. Yes, we produce the best soldiers, but what is something is missing? And that's something which, in my understanding, is we are not yet reducing. And that's on to, it's not the GDP, but it's not the economic figures which is going to make this country grow. It the achievement, and most important, I think the most important thing is the attitude of people. We need to change our attitude to realities of life. We need to understand that realities of life involved in holding hands together and not trying to progress as individuals. It is your contribution when you work as team, which is going to give us the results that we are looking for. In New Delhi, those of you who've been here, there is a marvelous edifice called the North Block. On the main entrance to this North Block, which reads, "Live on people. People must raise themselves to it." This freedom must be earned before it is enjoyed. Very profound words written by the man who designed that edifice, Charles Caleb Colton, who said that while it is good to look for your rights, but don't forget your duties. And that is what the requisite of a good citizen is. Not to forget your duties, to contribute toward the duties, and the rights will automatically flow. In this race for becoming developed, we are forgetting a lot of things. Some of those are the human qualities. Humanity must take the first place before you achieve anything. I may have a good infrastructure, I may have beautiful buildings, I may have great townships, but if we are not good human beings, not good citizens, I'm afraid to put it in a way that we're not really going anywhere, very much anywhere. So your contributions, it is your generation which is going to take this country forward. The last point I'd like to make here is that each one of us has to contribute to learning. This is one process which never stops. We are very soon going to see all the prize winners who contributed so much, have gone through the journal. What excellent thoughts have come out. But that is just the beginning. Each one of you has to keep increasing your knowledge. That is a process which must continue throughout your lives. So while you're taking the first step to a great achievement, but a step which has to continue not only for today, but for years and generations to come. Thank you. It's been a delight being here and be able to contribute to this magnificent landmark event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your inspiring and thought-provoking words, General Anil Malik. We are honored by your presence amongst us today. It's now my privilege to invite our special invitees. I shall begin by introducing Commodore R.S. Vasan and invite him to deliver his special address. Commodore R.S. Vasan has a distinguished military service of over 34 years in the Indian Navy. His shore assignments include command of 2 naval air stations, Maritime Air Squadron, Air Crew Examiner, member of the faculty at the College of Naval Warfare, and Chief Staff Officer of the Southern Naval Command at Cochin, India. He commanded a patrol vessel during the IPKF. Prior to his retirement, he was the regional commander of the Eastern Region of the Indian Coast Guard. He also steered the Maritime Security Program at the Observer Research Foundation, a major Indian think tank. He was also the head, Strategy and Security Studies, Center for Asia Studies, Chennai. Joining as director, Chennai Center for China Studies in 2017, his leadership marked C3S being designated in 2020 as the 122nd among 150 global think tanks, 47th out of 142 independent think tanks globally, and 33rd among 100 think tanks in China, India, Japan, and the Republic of Korea. Commodore Vasan, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you very much. Very good morning to all of you. General Malik sir, Group Captain Srinivasan, Chitra Srinivasan, and many other friends who I know, personally. It's great being here today on a lovely Sunday morning. And first of all, let me join others in wishing Group Captain Dr. Srinivasan and Chitra for this wonderful initiative, and wish them on this anniversary, which is a great event to be celebrated, commemorated today together. And coincidentally, as Group Captain Srinivasan brought out, it's also the 40th anniversary of his commissioning. Another hallmark event for him, which reminds him of his own service as a air warrior and the transition to the scholar mode that he's adopted today. It tells me today that I've become even older, because this year I complete 67 years of commissioning. So that's a long time, and therefore, there are things that we've been able to do together. And as far as this journey of molding the youth, shaping them is concerned, we are together in this initiative. The Chennai Center for China Studies, the National Mentor Foundation, the Praghna Research, the Peninsular Foundation, and various other organizations that are here. We all are trying to do our best to see that the process of learning is refined as far as our youth is concerned. Because today there are many inducements. I would say that I would in fact put this AI and chat GPT at the top of disruptors in terms of learning. Because we've been conducting the internship program for a long time, and we've had over 180 interns who have passed through us. And while conducting the latest one, which is still ongoing, we find that there is this tendency amongst the youth to take shortcuts. Not use it as a tool, but replace the entire system of contribution by using AI. This is where I think the role of mentors in C3S, in Praghna Research Center, in various other think tanks which are represented today. It's important to tell them how to use UI. Otherwise they will be led astray. And at least in the think tanks, you have procedure to check the originality content of their submission. But in many places, they get away by pretending that they are the original authors while they are not. I'm not saying that you should ban AI or chat GPT. It's like saying you should ban Google. The databases that are there, the kind of ease with which you can access data is something that is phenomenal. So nobody is saying that you should not use these inventions for accelerating your understanding of an issue, and for contributing the process of refining your articles, your research, etc. And however, I think this is a top area of concern for all of us. And I think sooner we take a grip of how to deal with this issue of AI as an enabler and not as a replacer of your original ideas, then we would have done our job. And so therefore, I think this becomes a focus. I must again compliment the entire team in PRC for the wonderful work that they're doing in terms of providing the right kind of inputs. In fact, we ourselves make it a point to invite Group Captain Srinivasan to come here and interact with our researchers to give them a research methodology capsule. And they are amongst the best that I've seen because he brings both the practice and also his own intellectual capacity to the table, and therefore the kind of approach that he has is something that's extremely beneficial for the youth of this country. General Malik made a very valid point about knowing your rights and responsibilities, and being able to discharge your duties with aplomb. All that can come about with a sense of great responsibility of becoming the future leaders of this country, which is on ascendancy. He also made a reference to the GDP, where GDPs do not make nations great. It is the overall ability of a country to put together its soft and smart power, the ability to ensure that its youth are directed in a proper manner in nation building. That's what will ensure that we are on the right path. Because today everybody says India has the demographic dividend. But of what use is this demographic dividend if the majority of the youth who are below 30 are not shaped in deciding what is good for them and what's good for the country in the process of their own selections? So this is where there are some hard questions. So we cannot take things for granted. We cannot sit here and say India is growing at 6.5, it's the fastest growing economy. We need to be conscious of the fact that we are still at $4.5 to $5 trillion of GDP. It is nowhere near China, which is at 22, which is nowhere near at America, which is at 32. How do we catch up? Because unless you have a strong economy, you will not be able to support various things that are required for a country to grow. So this realization should come about as far as the youth is concerned. And therefore, when the youngsters of today who are bright, who are dynamic, who are industrious, come to us, it will be our duty to put them on the right track, to choose their paths correctly, wisely, and be in a position to contribute to the best of their ability so that we are able to overcome these limitations of our national growth. We are still a developing country. We all are conscious of this. There are phenomenal avenues, there are phenomenal growth opportunities that are there for this country, and the youth have the most important role to play. So, it is here that I know there are other speakers who do not want to carry on with this. So, the only message that I can convey on this wonderful occasion is that the Praghna Research Centre is doing a great job under the dynamic leadership of Srinivasan and Chitra Srinivasan. And I was also very happy to see the message that was read out by Sashank. He read it out so well, particularly the rendition of those stanzas from Bhagavad Gita was, absolutely clear. I studied Sanskrit till my graduation, and therefore I could see the kind of effort that had gone in to ensuring that, each word, each stanza conveyed what it wanted with the force that is necessary on such occasions. So again, thanks to the parents of Group Captain Srinivasan for supporting this and for, in fact, initiating this entire process of, promoting the aspirations of the youth to do such forums, giving them the sense of right direction in nation building, and ensuring that, we can grow, be prosperous, be independent, and lead as Vishwaguru, not on paper, but actually. So they'll take a little while. We are looking at Viksit Bharat 2047. We're looking at Maritime Vision Plan 2030. So all these are milestones in which the youth of the day can contribute. So I would like to wish them, our future, the very best in their aspirations and in their choices. God bless. Jai Hind.
Thank you so very much, sir. Your insights on maritime security and research and the need for substantial research, especially on China, are well received and duly noted. It is now my privilege to invite Sri Santosh Nambichandra, Indian Railway Police Service, and invite him to deliver his special address. Santosh sir is an officer belonging to the Indian Railway Protection Force Service 1998 batch. He was the Chief Security Commissioner, Southern Railway until 2024. He has served in various parts of the country, including Jammu and Kashmir, Northeast, and the Naxal-affected areas of the country. Served on deputation in the Intelligence Bureau as the Assistant Director, Counterterrorism. He has undergone extensive training in various national and international institutions, including the prestigious Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy for Administration at Mussoorie, the Academy of Indian Railways at Vadodara, and Jagjeevan Ram Railway Protection Force Academy at Lucknow. Management training at the ICLIF Leadership and Governance Center at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, as well as in SEED, Singapore. Further, he has undergone the anti-terrorism assistant course by the US State Department on police leaders' roles in combating terrorism. He is a recipient of several awards and commendations, including the Esprit de Corps Gold Medal from Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy, 5 commendations from the Intelligence Bureau, 3 commendations from the Director General, RPF, the Railway Minister National Award, and the Indian Police Medal for meritorious service by the President of India. Santosh sir, the floor is yours.
Thank you, dear. Good morning, Chief Guest, Lieutenant General Anil Malik, ABSM, sir. My revered teacher and mentor, Group Captain R. Srinivasan, sir, distinguished officers of the Indian Armed Forces, esteemed professors, academicians from various universities, distinguished guests, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. I have been associated with Pragya for almost 3 years now. In fact, Group Captain Srinivasan was the one who introduced me to Pragya, being my teacher when I was doing my master's in Defense and Strategic Studies from the University of Madras. I think Professor Uttam Kumar Jamdagni, our Dean and Head of the Department, is also online here. I pay my respects to Professor Uttam, sir. It is a privilege and pleasure to be part of the 5th anniversary celebrations of the Praghna Centre for Research. I have to take this opportunity to congratulate the founders and the entire team for their vision and dedication in promoting scientific thinking and meaningful research amongst young scholars. The presence of so many distinguished members of our armed forces and eminent professors from universities across the country reflects the importance of building bridges between practitioners and academia. I am proud to say that I am also a part of the research writing team of Praghna Centre for Research. And sir, I take this opportunity to congratulate you on this endeavor and wish you the very best. And hopefully together we will be a part of Pragya for many more years to come. I wish all the students the very best, and I thank all my seniors and all professionals who are present here for their guidance and support. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. It's a privilege to have you speak to us on this occasion and share your valuable thoughts, which we note with gratitude. In the second part of the program, I first introduce and invite Mrs. Chitra Srinivasan, Director Praghna, to provide a brief about Praghna Research Prizes. Chitra Srinivasan is an educator by passion, having served as a teacher of sciences and principal of Air Force schools across India, the vice principal of Chennai Public School, and a lecturer on communication in a prestigious college, now a deemed university, for over 2 decades in her professional life. She's also a special educator. She has conducted workshops for teachers on teaching children with learning disabilities in regular classrooms. As a volunteer teacher, she has worked with the National Association for the Blind and assisted in creating teaching material for visually challenged children. Even now, she teaches English language skills for students from vernacular backgrounds as a social service. Ma'am, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Vishnupriya. Vidya Vinayam Dadati. Whatever we do, whatever we have achieved, it is just the beginning. As General Malik he mentioned in his speech, and we have miles to go on and on. Namaste, Honorable Chief Guest, distinguished invitees, revered parents, and dear students. The seed for Praghna Research Center was laid 5 years back. We are entering into the 6th year now. This sapling could not flourish with the constant reinforcement from mentors, well-wishers, and students alike, paving the way to achieve Praghna's objective, that is, to promote scientific temper and research in all disciplines of social sciences amongst students and scholars. To achieve this objective, we are working in 6 dimensions. We have established publishing platform through our journal, Electronic Journal of Social and Strategic Studies, that adheres to best practices in scientific publications. The second aspect is to conduct research writing programs for think tanks and universities in an interactive manner for research scholars to understand and apply scientific approach for publications. The third initiative is the Praghna Draws research writing internship programs, where a structured and informal interactive method is adopted to mentor students to undertake research programs. The fourth dimension is publishing edited and authored books on themes that are of contemporary relevance in international relations and strategic studies. The aim is to create a bank of referral works. We are happy to say that with exceptional support from our publishers, we have published 10 books in the past 3 years, of which 6 are edited volumes. The fifth dimension is to develop a competitive scientific temper among students. Towards this purpose, for the second anniversary in 2022, we introduced research prizes for 2 categories in our parents' names. In 2023, we added another prize in the name of a dear colleague from Indian Air Force, late Group Captain Arun Bhatnagar. In 2024, Professor Mohit Gupta of UPES added value to our endeavor by sponsoring a book prize in memory of his grandfather. In 2025, I'm happy to say that my cousin Dr. Meena Shankar has sponsored 2 more prizes in memory of her parents. Our respected Commodore Vasan has very kindly sponsored 2 more prizes for China Studies and Maritime Studies. And a dear friend, Dr. Professor Anuradha Dinesh, has also sponsored a prize in memory of her late husband, Dinesh Naik, in Colonial Studies for this year. We are happy to say that our 6th initiative is a digital library named after our late patron, that is Kalawati Rajamanikam Memorial Digital Library, launched in October 2025, is a repository of scholarly papers, books, and other relevant material. The online page has been designed exclusively for researchers with citation creation and notes-taking facilities. We are happy to note that scores of members and over 3,000 digital footfalls till now. In all, we have 9 prizes this year. Noting with great appreciation the participation of undergraduate students to compete with masters and PhD scholars this year, we have also decided to add undergraduate appreciation for such aspiring students. They will receive a certificate and a cash prize of ₹1,000 from this year onwards. I must commend the professors among you who have encouraged such participation. As you are aware, the prizes are exclusively open to students and research scholars to encourage and promote research by students. These humble endeavors will henceforth be an annual feature. As we enter into the threshold of our 6th year, we look forward to more such sponsorships or even endowments to make Praghna prizes the most prestigious in India. We request our august audience and distinguished mentors to encourage our small initiatives so as to promote qualitative research among students' fraternity. Now, a little brief about each prizes. I'll give you a small introduction. The first two prizes are named after our parents. Shri V. Rajamanikam, 93 years old, is a gold medalist in mathematics and Sanskrit, a postgraduate in history, and now a retired teacher. In his 33 years of service, he took keen interest to teach, mentor, and inspire scores of children from disadvantaged backgrounds. He was conferred with Best Teacher Award by the government of Tamil Nadu. Late Srimati, that is Amma, was the inspiration behind Pragya, for she believed in progress through the pursuit of knowledge. The third prize is named after late Group Captain Arun K. Bhatnagar, an exceptional distinguished officer and gentleman who was involved in formulating policies and programs in the security dimension for the Air Force. Both Arun Bhatnagar and Srini were commissioned into the Indian Air Force on 7 June 1986, that is today. The fourth prize is named after late Sri K.N. Venkatraman, who founded the Bharat Education Society in 1959. It just started with 12 students and one teacher. And this was inaugurated under the name Bharat Educational Vidyalayam by late Sri V.K. Krishnamenon, the then Defense Minister of India. In due course, this was rechristened as Kartika High School and Junior College. Now the current strength is about 8,000 students. The second branch, that is Matharan Value English Medium School, which was established in 2006, is in Maharashtra. This is having about 1,000 students as of now. She and K.N. Venkatraman was also an active participant in the initial growth of SIES, SIWS, and Vani Vidyalaya Kalyan. The fifth prize is named after late Srimati Lakshmi Venkatraman, who worked hand in hand with Sri K.N. Venkatraman in not only managing the family, but also chose to work on great social projects for social development. The sixth and seventh prizes are named after Commodore R.S. Vasan, an Indian Navy veteran and presently the Director General of Chennai Center for China Studies. He is a social scholar and a much respected voice in maritime studies and China studies in India and abroad. He has been a strong pillar of support to Pragya in its endeavors to promote original research. The eighth prize is named after late Pangal Dinesh Nayak, whose ancestors were accomplished scholars in Konkan Goa region who migrated down to Mangalore area in the aftermath of the Portuguese invasion in Goa in 1560 AD. This prize is sponsored by his wife, Dr. P. Anuradha Dinesh Nayak, who herself is an accomplished professor of management. We also have an award sponsored by Dr. Mohit Kumar Gupta, Associate Professor, University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, UPES, that is, Dehradun, in memory of his grandfather, late Sri Radhe Shyam Gupta, who was a freedom fighter and social worker. This prize is meant for a book, a monograph in the field of defense and strategic studies. This year, we do not have a suitable entry for this category. That is, we both, that is Srini and myself. Praghna Centre for Research is a project driven by a dream that visualizes our Indian society as a knowledge-driven society. Considering that our mission is to foster scientific thinking among students and emerging scholars, we are happy to say that we have 3 undergraduate students participating for the research prizes this year. While senior students and researchers are duly complimented for the rigorous research works, we strongly felt that this year, the undergraduate students who recently came out of the senior secondary school must also be recognized for the enthusiasm and this participation. Accordingly, we have decided to institute a special category named Undergraduate Appreciation. Such participants will receive a small appreciation and a cash prize of ₹1,000 from this year onwards. They will also receive incisive review comments, and if they can work on them to revise their paper, such papers will be published by our journal. We are grateful to General Anil Malik, who instantly appreciated this initiative and has generously contributed for the 3 crash prizes for this category. Namaste and Jai Hind.
Thank you so very much, Chitra ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now privileged to introduce the distinguished jury for the prizes and invite them to share their perspectives. Starting with, I'm delighted to introduce Professor Jayachandra Reddy, former Director, Chairman of Board of Studies, and Founder Director of UGC Center for South Asian and Pacific Studies at Sri Venkateshwara University, Tirupati. As an eminent scholar, he has served as visiting research fellow at leading institutions in Philippines, Japan, Vietnam, and China, and was a member of ICWA delegations to Vietnam in 2017 and New Zealand in 2019. He is editor-in-chief of Asia Pacific Journal of Social Sciences and has received several national and international honors, including the Vietnam National Day Award 2018. With 43 research papers, 16 books, and extensive participation in national and international conferences, he has made significant contributions in the field of area studies.
It is an honor to introduce Professor Alan John, an alumnus of Montfort School, Yercaud, and Loyola College, Chennai. He has BA in economics and an MA in social work, specializing in human resources management. He retired as faculty member and head PG Department of Social Work, Sacred Heart College, Tirupattur, after 33 years as a distinguished academician. He is a member of academics bodies Pan India, a corporate trainer, and motivational speaker.
Further, we are glad to have with us today Professor Uttam Kumar, Professor and Head of Department of Defense and Strategic Studies at the University of Madras. An expert in strategic and security studies, he has received advanced training from institutions in Sweden, Sri Lanka, and Austria, and has served as visiting fellow at the University of Hull, United Kingdom. He has led an Indian youth delegation to Japan and has been an Australia-India Council Fellow and International Visitor Fellow of the US Department of State, recipient of several prestigious international research grants, including those from White House Historical Association and the JFK Foundation. He serves on the board of academic boards of various universities. He has published over 80 research papers and has actively contributed to national and international academic forums through numerous conferences, workshops, and seminars.
I would like to introduce Professor C.S. Anuradha, who is currently an assistant professor at the Department of Economics and Public Policy, Shastra Dean University, Chennai campus. She's a UGC postdoc fellow and a Fulbright fellow. Her area of research interest includes maritime security, especially the blue economy. She has published over 16 research papers and contributed book chapters in her area of interest. She's a keen crossworder and wordler.
Further, I would like to introduce Dr. Jayadev Parida. Dr. Jayadev Parida is one of the founding faculty members of School of Liberal Studies and Media, UPES. He pursued a bachelor's degree in political science honors from Utkal University and then went to complete his MA in political and international relations, and then PG diploma in human rights from Pondicherry University. He completed his MPhil and PhD from Center of European Studies, School of International Studies, Jawaharlal Nehru University. He was a visiting fellow at Othusur Institute of Political Science, Freie Universität, Berlin. He has participated in Track 1.5 dialogues and presented ideas at international conferences on issues of technology, security, and norm making. He was a recipient of Indian Council of Social Science Research Doctoral Fellowship 2015 to 2017 for his research work.
It is my honor to introduce Dr. Sukhvinder Multani. Dr. Sukhvinder is an educator, researcher, and academic leader with over 29 years of experience in teaching, research, collaborations, and policy analysis. She holds an MPhil in International Relations from Hyderabad Central University. Her areas of expertise include international relations, defense and security studies, geopolitics, foreign policy studies, gender studies, and environmental security. She currently serves as Deputy Dean, Research and Publications, where she leads research strategy, academic publishing initiatives, and interdisciplinary collaborations. She has edited and published 19 books across diverse domains and has played an active role in faculty development and institutional quality enhancement. Her consistent contributions to research, academic development, and institutional progress reflect her commitment to excellence in higher education.
Lastly, it is our honor to introduce Dr. Rajnikant Pandey. Dr. Rajnikant Pandey is teaching political science at Ram Dayalu Science College at Muzaffarpur, Bihar. His interest lies in political theory, international politics, foreign policy, and developmental discourses. He has completed his post-graduation, MPhil, and PhD from Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. He is a life member of Indian Political Science Association and Indian Political Economy Association. He is a reviewer of International Journal of Political Sciences and International Relations, as well as the EJSSS.
We would now like to invite our distinguished members of the jury for sharing their perspectives. We'll begin with Professor Jayachandra Reddy. Sir, the floor is yours. I believe Sir isn't with us today. So,
We'll
Professor
move
Alan
on
John.
to
Sorry.
Please call Professor Alan John.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. And thanks, Srinivasan, for this opportunity. Can you hear me? Yes. Thank you for this opportunity of being here this morning. My privilege to be associated with Dr. Srinivasan and Praghna. I'm also happy anniversary to you and congratulations on all the good work that you are doing. It's been an honor to be here because as an academician, it's always learning is a continuous process. And through this association with you, I'm also learning so many things. Thanks for this honor also of having Thanks for having me on this jury and also the privilege of assessing 4 papers. I must tell you that going through these 4 papers, I have learned so much. And I'm happy that even in this time and age, youngsters are still interested in this field of research, especially social research. During our days when I was in the academics, we were always scared of that word plagiarism, where in those days at least, plagiarism meant reading a book, taking relevant passages from there and then passing it on as your own. But today the challenge that we have in social sciences and other fields of research also is the thing that we have with the internet, media, AI and chat GPT. But the 4 papers that I had evaluated, I found that they all had original content, original ideas, and especially in the recommendations, they had very relevant things to offer. My only observation after going through these 4 papers was that in this time and age where media is so much available to us, I think we need to be very brief. I don't know how many, whether you specified the length of the papers that they had to produce, but some of them were quite voluminous. Somewhere one paper was in fact too brief. It never really went into the topic completely. And another observation that I made was that the references in the bibliography should contain the theories on which the topic is centered and should also have relevant literature, reference to relevant literature of today. I was really impressed by the work that was done, and I congratulate the 4 scholars who had contributed to this. And I look forward to being associated with Dr. Srinivasan and Chitra, and also with the Praghna in the years to come. Thank you very much. Thank you, Srinivasan. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, sir, for your kind and encouraging words. I'm sure that all these students as well as the presentees and participants have duly noted. I would now like to call upon Jayachandran sir to give his comments.
Okay, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning to all of you. First of all, let me say sorry for all the audience and organizers and experts for joining me late because of some technical problem from my side. Anyhow, I didn't skip the event. By late, I tried to join. I'm so happy. Yes, from my side, let me say first, of course, every time we are congratulating the team led by Dr. Srinivasan and Mrs. Srinivasan, as usual. This time, some more big congratulations for the entire team for leading these academic and research activities without any interruption and compromising with in terms of quality. So, as a member of the jury of this event, I got some half a dozen papers or 5 papers. Yes, 5 papers. First, let me say, I think all the 5 papers, the author should be congratulated. What I understand, they are so young, inexperienced. It exhibits from their papers. But why I am congratulating them, the enthusiasm, the interest, the efforts, the zeal, that is most important. No one can born as a international scholar. Including me, we have taken so much of pains from our supervisors and sometimes class teachers. After crossing all these hurdles, now we are talking about the others. Similarly, the young budding scholars, certainly I have to appreciate them for choosing a variety of themes. Very interesting. That is most important. The success or failure, there is no success or failure in the research. There is no failure. If you write a paragraph with utmost interest and zeal, definitely that will be a success. If you can draft a couple of pages, that is enough. Today you are drafting super couple of pages. Tomorrow you can write a beautiful paper. Attempt is important. Interest is important. In that angle, I would like to appreciate all the contributors. At the same time, I'm disappointed a bit because they didn't follow the guidelines given by Praghna Centre, particularly the research methodology. I was so particular because particularly the methodological elements, they have to be trained at this stage only. If we try to skip this stage of training them, definitely they feel that what I am approaching, I am trying is perfect. They continue throughout the career. That is my worry. Therefore, I was so serious about this research methodology in all the papers. I think if permit me, I can give, I have provided paper-wise comments in detail with Dr. Srinivasan. If you want me give further inputs in detail.
Not in detail now, sir.
Yes, because we have provided detailed information inputs to the scholars, how to improve the quality of the paper. What are the
issues of the paper. Particularly the content-wise, there is nothing to comment. The content is good. The treatment, methodological treatment is somewhere failing. So what I suggested in the papers, please don't think that it is not rejected. There is no question of rejecting any research paper of any kind. If a first student, first attempt, it may be that 10% may be useful. We have to appreciate them and we have to train them. Let him make at least 70%. We should consider it as 100%. Like me, a senior scholar, if I write something wrong, 1%, that should be considered as 100% wrong. Yes, a student of first attempt, let him commit of 80% mistakes. It is our duty, bounded duty, to train up them, to suggest them, to guide them. Let them make it 100% perfect. That is our duty. That's what we need to do. That's why sometimes it may be harsh comments. Otherwise, you cannot notice the issue. If it is something, a polished form of comments, you consider it as it is more than better. Yes, if I do something 10% of improvement, that will be considered for publication. Here, publication is not the issue. If your paper is published, there is no punishment for either Dr. Srinivasan or to the jury or to the editorial board. But we are indirectly encouraging unwanted methodology of research in your career. That is our concern. Not publishing or keeping pending or suggesting to revise. Please, I request all the young scholars, if there is a comment to revise, you feel so happy that there are people who are very much concerned about your research progress, your research career. You should feel proud and you should feel very good that I am getting. You should expect more and more comments. That's why you emerge as a best scholar, a global scholar, an international scholar. That should be target of the, not simply publishing. If there are some negative comments, don't feel it bad. That's my simple suggestion. I request all the budding scholars, and particularly target of this Praghna Research Center is to promoting young scholars, not publications from the senior or retired people. What? For what? If I publish a paper in the journal, nothing will come to the journal, nothing will come to me. If half a dozen papers are published from the young scholars after thorough training, that will be more than publishing I can say it is not Praghna Research Center is not a editor. They are not editing paper. They are giving training. This is Praghna School of Research Training, let me say. That should be our target. Yes, all the jury members are serious. They are doing their best in guiding properly the young scholars. And we encourage more and more younger scholars. And we are ready to guide them after this revision of papers or comments. Personally, I am trying to tell you, I don't mind to read the paper more than 10 times. To give the comments one after the other. If he or she are interested to come over all these hurdles, definitely they will be developing research skills. That is most important. This is not the stage to develop the more and more subject. Subject is with you. Every scholar is having the subject in mind. But how to put it in a research format? You badly need of research skills. At the same time, go on reading and writing, definitely you will be a better scholar. I don't want to take much of the valuable time. Thank you, Dr. Srinivasan Garu, again, once again, and all the jury members and dignitaries who attended this online event. I congratulate the entire team. Thank you very much. I best wishes for all the research paper contributors. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Professor Reddy, for your insightful and perceptive remarks. I would now like to invite Professor S.J. Uttam for his perceptions. Sir?
Namaskar. My salutations to Sri Rajamanikam and Srimati Kalawati Rajamanikam. My congratulations and commendations to Group Captain Srinivasan and Srimati Chitra Srinivasan. My respects to General Anil, Commodore R.S. Vasan, Inspector General Santosh Nambi Chandran, Professor Jayachandra Reddy, Professor Alan John, and the distinguished participants of this, anniversary program on Praghna. I take pride in saying that I have been associated with Praghna and Group Captain Srinivasan since the inception of Praghna. Thank you, sir, so very much for reposing some faith, confidence, and goodwill in us. And we would like to reciprocate. It's truly an honor and a privilege for us, myself and also Anuradha, to be part of this, wonderful program that you do annually. Besides that, the papers that you hand over to us in order to assess. So thank you so very much. I have a very quick couple of observations. Number one, general comment is that I come from a student community where I, day in and day out, I meet with the students. A lot of postgraduate students, graduate students who are really interested in pursuing their strategic studies and international relations course. So Praghna as an organization is one of the most important sought after organizations among the student community, especially in this part of the country. So thanks to Group Captain Srinivasan for having brought Praghna to that level. They would like to intern with you. They would like to learn from you, your research methodology courses, how to write an article, etc., etc. So that is something that I wish to record here. Number two, when we look at the papers, year on year, the kind of diversity with which papers come in, very, very interesting topics, very varied topics, and the focus on research, especially the meticulous, systematic way in which the younger children write, is something that is really appreciable. Thanks to, again, Group Captain Srinivasan and his entire team. It is because of your encouragement that we get to see very different kind of papers. Professor Allen said that it's quite a learning. Yes, true. Absolutely. Irrespective of age and experience, we get to learn a lot from these papers. It is not merely an assessment. I have to say that it is a learning. That is another thing which I wanted to record. Another thing that I would like to record at this point in time is that the way in which the assessment procedures have been improving year on year, like Group Captain Srinivasan, like the way in which he gives the split details of everything from the title to keywords to the abstract to the content to the conclusion to the references to the citations, whatnot and whatnot. So includes everything. Really, really happy to see all that, and we are improving, we are evolving, and we are developing ourselves on a day-to-day basis, which is something fantastic. This is not the place where to comment on each and every paper, but then let me congratulate the paper present. I mean, in the sense, the people who have submitted, the scholars who have submitted their presentations, whether it is a book or an article, it is still very interesting to see. So thanks for those submissions, and we need to encourage, and I'm only sure and confident that every year this is going to grow. And one more thing before I pass on the floor is that this happens to be my father's, a couple of days ago, we celebrated our father's birth centenary. So this is an encouragement which I take it from Group Captain Srinivasan and Srimati Chitra Srinivasan, that you have been giving your life here. You are so dedicated, committed. You have given your life for the Pragna and encouraging children to do very well. And myself and Anuradha, we had this contemplation and we thought, why not we do a bit to support you in this initiative. So this happens to be my father's birth centenary, and we would like to initiate a prize annually for a younger student, for any UG student who would submit their research papers. Because what we see here, sir, that even undergraduate students, because we did not have this kind of a thing when we studied. I started writing only after I became a lecturer. So when the children write, at the UG level, it really makes me, feel proud. And that is the kind of encouragement that you are providing. So what little that we can add to your own fantastic initiatives that you are taking. So we would like to certainly initiate a prize from the coming year. And I would write to you formally in this regard. And please suggest us and advise us how to go about. And we would like to be a small part of your great initiative. Now, having said that, let me thank Group Captain Srinivasan and Srimati Chitra Srinivasan for having given us this wonderful opportunity to be part of your interesting annual exercise every year. Thank you so very much. Have a great day, all of you.
Thank you very much, sir. We are indebted to you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind insights as well as your contribution. I would now like to pass on the floor to Professor Anuradha to give her perspective and comments.
Good morning to you all. First of all, congratulations to Praghna for sustaining and nurturing the need for academic research and dissemination, encouraging young scholars through competition and prizes is an excellent way both to recognize efforts as well as announce it to the world. As always, the focus of this year's articles has been very diverse, both attempting theoretical connects and putting a new spin to existing understanding of concepts. There has also been a genuine empirical research conducted, which is very heartening. Group Captain already talked about so many articles that have been cited and indexed. So congratulations to all the contributors. It's also very nice to know that you have established this digital library, which will be extremely useful for all the scholars. As Uttam said, it is happy that we have been associated with Praghna since inception. Congratulations to the entire team for your sustained efforts, and the scholarly community is also very appreciative, I'm sure, because students keep telling us that they are very excited to be associated with Praghna. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. I now invite Dr. Jayadev to share his insights.
Good morning, everyone. And first of all, I'd like to congratulate the Praghna and the team, and thank you, Dia and Vishnupriya, for the introduction. Respected dignitaries and Srinivasan sir, it's an honor, it's a privilege to be here. And I think I don't want to repeat what our other juries, distinguished juries, have already mentioned about it. But I just add 2 points for the papers that I have received. I received, I think, 4 papers. And they're like, the ideas was original, but what is the negative part of it is that 2 papers have used AI content. Okay. So there is no harm in using artificial intelligence in your research, but you should know how you're going to use it then, right? You can't entirely copy and paste the entire line by line from the generative AI and putting that in a paper and claiming that's your own. And second, knowing what are the sources that you should use, right? Drishti AI, Drishti IS Coaching Center website, or using any IS Coaching Center materials for your reference is something is a red flag in research, right? So if you want to really use them, then use by reading, knowing the knowledge, and found the original source of that particular arguments, then use it. And the third element of the research is, I think there are a couple of articles we're trying to do, trying to bring Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata into the context of modern time or present time wars and conflict and strategies, right? So then you also have to read those original texts and also the research around it. So I think this is where the scholars may have to focus about it, right? They have to think about the empirical aspect of it and how they can actually decode this original text. So for example, if you want to learn about Mahabharata and Gita, Bhagavad Gita, then I have to learn Sanskrit. Without knowing the Sanskrit, if I'm learning from it from a translated version of Bhagavad Gita or Mahabharata, then there would be a problem. And also there are different versions of Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata in North India and South India and East India. So which one you are referring, right? So these are the comments, but yeah, as others have said, yeah, Srinivasan sir, we are growing. We are growing. And the kind of articles that we are receiving, it's showing that statement that yes, we are growing, and day by day, people are knowing what is Pragyan, what is EJSSS, right? So yeah, the next big step would be getting into Scopus, right? And getting Pragya into national level, moving beyond from Chennai, Coimbatore to other parts of the world. Yes, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, namaskaram.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insights. I would now like to call upon Dr. Sukhvinder for her comments and views.
Pragna, you can call the next. I think she was there in the meeting, but right now I don't see her.
Noted, sir. Noted. Dr. Pandey, I now call upon Dr. Pandey for his comments and views.
Good morning to all of you. First of all, this is, privilege, proud, and pleasure to be part of this, endeavor to, developing the research in the social sciences and strategic studies, basically. I know very few men here. I know Srinivasan sir, and I thank you for the, hopefully equal investment in the young faculty members like me to doing something, contributing to this journal. All the papers I got, I have, 4 papers given by the Srinivasan sir for the review. Nothing to say anything about the papers, because this is job of editorial board. This is the job of, a reviewer to not reject the paper, how to, make to be publishable with conversation with the author, contributor, and the reviewer and editorial board. So, but I suggest something for the journal also, like maybe we start in the segment-wise papers, like introducing one portion of the post-colonial perspective. So we can bring one paper in the 4 issues on post-colonial. Similarly, state politics, we all know how the political science, the social sciences, area specific in the inland, political scenario dynamics of the things. So one portion is the state politics. Similarly, the conceptual papers, the theoretical investigations, or even though some faculty members who belongs to the research institute, they are working on their long time on a particular issue, they create their working papers. So we also invite the faculty members to contribute the special issues on their own work. So this enlarges the range of the journal, and I am happy to be part of this journey. And thank you, sir. Thank you to believe in the, and this is also learning for me how to respond, how to go ahead with the things. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rajni. I truly appreciate. In fact, all the comments that, suggestions that have been given are very, very valuable. Before the MC decides to move on, I just want to add one point, which of course I will repeat. Okay. My interns know that I'm very fond of repeating certain things. Okay. All right. Every comment, review comment. See, we have received numerical assessment on 7 clear categories from each jury on each paper. We have also received review comments about the paper, quality, structure, even suggestions for improvement, everything we have received. After today's this event, by tomorrow or hopefully by day after tomorrow, we will be compiling all those review comments and we will send it to each of the participants, the comments for their paper, not the numerical assessment. Okay. Numerical assessment is for announcing the first prize and all that today. But the review comments, as Dr. Reddy said, are for learning. All the jury have said that. They are for learning. And therefore, we strongly advise the participants to carefully read those review comments and work upon improving your paper. If you improve and if it stands the re-review, because we are going to re-review them, if it stands the re-review, I will be more than happy to publish it as a special issue on 31st of July. The date is 31st July. Okay. You will get 1 month to revise your paper. And a month later, it will be after due review, they will be published as a special issue on 31st of July. So we are on a timeline and I hope all of you have noted it. Vishnu Priya and Diya can continue.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And thank you very much, esteemed jury, for your profound remarks, suggestions, and generous contributions. I must admit that these are of great value for all of us. The insights provided on individual works, I hope, have been duly noted by the participants. Moving further, I now request Mrs. Chitra Srinivasan to announce the winners of the prizes in the 5 categories. Chitra ma'am, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Diya. First of all, I would like to, give our appreciation for every participant for contributing papers towards this Pragya, this is anniversary program and special this. And also, before I announce the winners, participation is more important. It's not about winning, and I'm sure the jury has given all the feedback and everything, and you can take it over, and you'll all be very happy that your paper will be very soon published, as Dr. Srinivasan has just now announced. First, under the first category of V. Rajamanikam Prize, the prize goes to Aman Bora on his topic, Reconceptualizing Vasudeva Kutumbakam, Indian Ethical Thought and Carl Duché's Security Community Framework. So he stands to win. And the next category is under Mrs. Kalawati Rajamanikam Prize. The winner is Avani Ajay Dakras. So she gets the prize. And coming towards the third category, that is the late Group Captain Arun Bhatnagar Prize. The winner is Shlok Jha for his topic on safeguarding India, strategies against internal insecurity and economic instability. Also, we have 2 undergraduate students prizes in this. The first goes to Akshaya on Adi Shankaracharya's warrior ethos across time. And the next student is Bharati Challamma. Her topic is on Ross Convert Operation Strategic Analysis of 1971. Khalistani and China cases. So this is her topic. So that is two undergraduate prizes also. Now coming to the next category of K.N. Venkatraman Prize, the winner is Sai Dhruva, A.A. Sai Dhruva. And the topic is the National Education Policy, NEP 2020. And next category of prize is under Mrs. Lakshmi Venkatraman Prize. And the winner is Vaibha Nargis, PS. Two of them share the prize. And Satya Narayanan, S. The topic is Chronic Illness in Everyday Lives, a qualitative study among fisherwomen in Konimedu Kuppam, Tamil Nadu. The next prize, the next category is Commodore R.S. Vasan Prize, that is on Maritime Studies. And the winner is Bill Christopher. He's the winner. India's long-range anti-ship hypersonic missile and its sea denial potential in naval warfare impacts on planned carrier operations in the Indian Ocean region. He is the winner. Now, under the special category of prizes, we have Pangal Dinesh Naik Prize, that is on colonial history. And the winner is Navneet Vimal. How Portuguese and French rule formed different identities and development trajectories in India relative to the British rule, and how these legacies influence modern governance and society. And the last prize is on Radheshyam Gupta Prize. This is on defense and security and strategic studies. And the winner is Professor Suraya Ijit, Rising Powers in an Evolving Geopolitical Climate. So this is the congratulations to all the winners and also the participants. All the best wishes for more and more research work. Thank you.
I would just like to add one small comment. In Group Captain Arun Bhatnagar Prize category and in K.N. Venkatraman Prize category, the three students who were mentioned, I'm talking about K. Akshaya, Bharati Chalama, and Sai Dhruva. All the three of them get undergraduate appreciation and a 1,000 rupees cash prize. Okay. We have decided this on the spur of the moment when we saw the participant details. We get all the details. All the three of them are first year BA students. They just came out of their 12th standard. They joined the college and they have decided to send their submission to a research prize. As Professor Reddy said, their enthusiasm and courage must be specially recognized. So that's why we have decided to introduce this undergraduate appreciation this time. These three children will get 1,000 rupees cash prize and a certificate which says undergraduate appreciation. When I shared this with General Malik, he was so, I have no words to describe. He was so enthusiastic and so supportive. He instantly said, Srinivasan, I would like to send you that money for these three children for undergraduate appreciation. He has already sent 3,000 rupees. Okay, so I'm very happy for this kind of support that is being given by the community. In the Radheshyam Gupta Prize category for books and monographs also, I must say that we had two books. One, which is an edited volume published by IGA Global from USA, edited by Professor Suraya Ijit. The title she has already, my wife has already read. And the second book was by Dr. Kishore Wangal. And that book was also dealing with internal security issues in India about the counter-terrorism and all. Both the books were appraised by our jury, and I am eternally grateful to them, to the senior most in this group of the academicians. They had very carefully gone through the synopsis of those books and the book itself, in one case, some 410 pages, and they have very carefully conveyed their assessment, saying that both the books deserve, because they are books. The books are not research papers, they are books. But if it is a question of a prize, then Professor Surya Ajit gets it. But then, since monumental amount of effort and conceptual work and of course administrative work also goes into writing a book and publishing it, both the titles deserve. So Professor Ajit will get the so-called first prize. I would not like to say first, but he will get the prize, and we will also be giving a cash prize and a certificate of merit to Dr. Kishore Wangal. Thank you.
Thank you, Chitra ma'am. Thank you so much, Srinivasan sir. And it is a matter of great pride for these winners to have their research recognized by Praghna.
Congratulations once again to all the winners. We hope to see many more such achievements in the future. I now request our esteemed chief guest, General Anil Malik, to kindly convey a congratulatory note to the winners and the participants. Sir, over to you.
At the outset, it's a great day for all the people who have been selected for this awards. Not that the efforts of the others have not been recognized. Each one of you deserves compliment for having taken this initiative of putting down their thoughts. And I'm sure the journey has just begun. Like Group Captain Srinivasan mentioned about the 3 undergraduates, well, I personally was really overwhelmed. And particularly, I was overwhelmed to know that they come from an institution which I had the privilege of visiting. I think the Guru Nanak College at Chennai. And I would like to specially compliment Dr. Nirmala, and who's actually a great guide and mentor for all these children. That institution is really going to produce people who are going to achieve great heights. So my compliments to the institution, especially to Mr. Manjit, who looks after most of these things there. So all the best to all those who've been awarded today, and all the best to those who, this should be a great incentive for you for every year contributing towards this great effort. And I personally look forward to reading some of your research work. Today being here has been a great learning for me. Thank you, Srinivasan, and thank you, Chitra ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. It's really been, I'm overwhelmed by the program, and thank you very much, Dia, Vishnupriya, and all those who, Meena ma'am, for your compliments. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to have our chief guest convey his congratulations. Thank you once again, sir.
Moving further, Commodore Deshmukh, Dr. Ashok Dua, and Commander Nair have been pillars of support in all initiatives by Praghna. They're also mentors of that Praghna research writing program, through which scores of students have learned methodology of research, Vishnupriya and I being such research interns ourselves. I now request Commodore S.L. Deshmukh to share his facilitator remarks. Sir, the stage is yours.
Yeah, I think you can call Dua, sir.
Noted, sir. I would now like to call upon Professor Dr. Ashok Dua to share his facilitator remarks. Dua, sir, the show is yours.
Thank you so much, Dia. Grateful. General Anil Malik, Aviation, Commodore Watson, IG Santosh, distinguished guests, and my dear interns, ladies and gentlemen. For me, I have been associated with Pragya since its inception. And it has been a learning journey for me too, because I learned a lot from my interns, because when they send their research output and you go through it, you also get immensely benefited. So on this day, 7th June, date of commissioning of Dr. Srinivasan, and also the date of commissioning of Praghna Centre of Research, I wish Pragya all the very best. Yeah, I would include myself also because I have been a part.
Yes.
Let's continue on this journey and make a difference in the lives of young interns. And we are proud of you, young interns, because you are doing an excellent work. Thank you so much. I also wish Dr. Srinivasan and Chitra Srinivasan for their, able leadership leading this research center forward. And I'm sure both of you will continue to do wonders to this group. Heartiest congratulations and best wishes for the great journey together. My heartiest congratulations to all the award winners, those who won and those who participated, because I believe participation is more important. When you participate, you take a step forward. And when you take a step forward, then there is no looking back. You have taken a step, you will find challenges on the way. But then I would put it like this, the journey to me is more important than the destination. When you walk on that path, you will find that you are learning, you are meeting newer people, and you are learning from them, and you are sharing your wisdom to them. So that's the way I believe journey is more important than the destination, and focus on the journey. If somebody says your paper was good, if somebody says your paper needs to be a little improved, yes, of course, we are looking for that feedback to improve ourselves. The idea of being on this platform is to become a good researcher. Once you become a good researcher, you continue to work in that area and keep adding to the, not only to the group, to the center, but also to the entire world. Your papers are read by a large number of people, large number of scholars. So that's the way I will put it. Lastly, this journey has been excellent for all of us. And I wish, Pragya, may you grow from strength to greater strength in the days to come. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you so much. I'm grateful that I'm a part of this Pragya Center. And thank you so much. Grateful to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. I now request Commander Nair, Founder Director of DRAS, to share his felicitative remarks.
Thank you, Divya. General Malik and all senior officers who are present here. May I first congratulate the prize winners, and I wish them more such appreciations in the future days. I also congratulate Praghna on the brilliant conduct of this anniversary event. Our DRAS Praghna program has become a sought after one in the country now, and I'm getting a lot of inquiries for this particular course. And apart from the social science program which we are conducting now, we are now planning to extend this program in a similar manner to the strategic and defense technology in the future, in the forthcoming month. So I keenly look forward to the commencement of this program with the blessing of Dr. Srinivasan. Once again, I congratulate the prize winners and Praghna for her anniversary today. Thank you so much for inviting me. Indeed, it's a privilege to be a part of this event with eminent members over here. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are equally privileged to have you here with us. I now introduce Dr. Meena Ravi Shankar, who has very kindly sponsored 2 prizes as part of Praghna's endeavors to promote research in memory of her parents. She holds a PhD and is the HR and Soft Skills faculty at the Great Eastern Institute of Maritime Studies, Lonavala. She's joined by her husband today, Captain Ravi Shankar, who is a master mariner with over 4 decades of service in the Merchant Navy. Captain Ravi Shankar is also on the editorial review board of the Electronic Journal of Social and Strategic Studies. Over to you.
Thank you so much. I just want to first greet you all. Good morning to one and all. It's an honor to be here today to celebrate the 5th anniversary of this remarkable Praghna Centre for Research. As a proud speaker, I wish to render my heartfelt congratulations to the founder and director, Group Captain Dr. Srinivasan, and his spouse, Mrs. Chitra Srinivasan, for their dedication, hard work, and outstanding achievements. I extend my greetings to Chief Guest, Lieutenant General Anil Malik, invitees, juries, advisors, facilitators, sponsors, researchers, and the entire organizing team. As we all know, research is a cornerstone of progress. Research fuels innovation, empowers a society, and helps us to solve some of the greatest challenges we face. Praghna Centre for Research stands as a beacon of excellence and commitment to advancing knowledge and discovery. This center's breakthroughs and contributions not only enrich the scientific community, but also have a profound impact on the lives of people around the world. Supporting this research center has been a rewarding experience to me and to my family. We believe in the potential work of the founder and director, Dr. Srinivasan, and his vision he upholds. Our partnership is rooted in the shared goal of fostering creativity, pushing boundaries, and driving meaningful change. On this occasion, I wish to encourage the Praghna Centre for Research to continue striving for excellence. Keep questioning, exploring, and innovating. The future solely depends on your passion and perseverance, sir. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this journey, and we look forward to many more years of collaboration and success together. Congratulations once again, and best wishes for the future. Godspeed and Jai Hind.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Meena, for your kind words and encouraging remarks. Moving forward, I now invite Dr. Mohit Kumar Gupta, who has sponsored a prize in the memory of his grandfather, Radheshyam Gupta. Dr. Mohit is an assistant professor at UPES Dehradun and is also an expert in international law. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, you can move forward.
Noted, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, in case anyone from the audience wishes to share the brief comment, you may do so now, before the vote of thanks by Ms. Vishwapriya.
Professor Suraya, would you like to say a word?
I would indeed. I would like to say a very big thank you for the jury and
One
for
second,
all the.
Sir, if I may please interrupt you, if you don't mind. I mean, Professor Suraya Ajit is, I put it mildly, a well-accomplished international scholar, especially on Central Asia, including Mongolia to Turkey, the spine of Asia. and he has, I don't think even he knows how many publications he has got, how many books he has published, which I will not, I will not smile at him, because professors are usually not very, they're forgetful. They don't remember how much they have published. Okay. And he's a very, very dear friend. I must say this. Okay. He's a very, very dear friend. He treats me like a brother. He's currently speaking from, I hope, Tbilisi in Georgia. Okay. And he, for a pastime, like all of us, for a pastime, we go for a walk. For his pastime, he goes to Africa. And he interacts with God knows how many scores of scholars and academicians there, and keeps indulging in projects there and all. But he's a very warm, very friendly, and a very humble man. And I am very happy to have him as a friend. Now, Professor Surya, the floor is yours.
I really don't know what to say after such an introduction by my genuinely very good friend Srinivasan. We have known each other for several years. That's absolutely true. We are not only friends, but of course, as he mentioned, we are collaborators because we wrote a book together. And I very much enjoyed the time that we spent doing that. It was a genuine labor of love, if I may use that term, because it honestly was. It was delightful. We held webinars. I'm just considering myself very lucky to be part of this, if I may say, extended family, because that's how I do regard this research institute. That's how I do regard this endeavor. It is an international, global endeavor because, as my good friend said, I'm joining you from a very sunny Tbilisi in Georgia. It's still morning here. I know it's afternoon in your time, but it's something that needs to be not only just cherished, but continually supported. I couldn't agree more with all of our very distinguished speakers talking about the importance of knowledge, about advancing our understanding, and of course, we as academics trying our very best as much as we can to make it understandable, to make it explainable. It's quite complicated, it's quite complex, and we try to simplify it as much as we possibly can. Obviously, the aim here is not to try to achieve perfection, because that really is impossible. But if we can get near it, then we consider ourselves as having done an accomplished and very good job. Now, talking about accomplished and very good jobs, I really do mean it when I do give a great thanks to Srinivasan. I think this is an incredible endeavor. I think how he finds 24 hours in a day to manage this is beyond my comprehension. I do regard it as a superhuman effort. I know he's not alone in this. I would just like to consider myself as perhaps a little speck of salt in this grand cauldron of soup in making this a very delicious meal. I'm humbled for this wonderful prize. It was a labor of love of mine for this book. I'm glad it's been appreciated. I cannot thank everybody enough for this. This is a great honor for me. Thank you very much indeed. And thank you very much for listening to me. All the very, very best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your heartwarming and encouraging words, Professor Egid. So to close the ceremony, I would like to give a short vote of thanks. Thank you, distinguished guests and audience, for joining us today. For the sake of time, I take the liberty of not individually conveying our gratitude by name, but then I must say that our humble endeavor draws its strength from your ardent support, and we remain grateful. I wish to especially thank our chief guests, special invitees, and distinguished jury, and august members of the audience for taking their precious time to join and bless us all on this occasion. And a humble thank you to Srinivasan sir for giving Dia and me this wonderful opportunity. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Vishnupriya and Dia, and thank you very much, General Malik sir, and distinguished professors, jury, and the audience also. We are always grateful to you. In fact, your support and your encouragement is the fuel that drives me and my wife in this endeavor. I'm very confident that we will continue to get, notwithstanding the Iran-US tug of war and other chaotic scenarios in the world about energy supply. I'm very sure that we will continue to get that energy in the form of your support and cooperation forever. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Srinivasan, and everybody else. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, all my seniors.
Everyone, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
To everyone.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Great job, Vishnu.